Well, that's at 44,000 feet right there. 40,000, whatever.
Got some information there, and then it started raining, so I started making my way back to where I was staying. And of course, so I could look back also and remember exactly what happened. Because, yeah, that's how it works. So when you're being lied to and twisted, love will always tell you or guide you. And that was one of the reasons why I went to the St. Nicholas Church this morning to get the information. Because I'm in a situation where I need to be away from people that do those things, that lie, and that's all their life is about. So I'm on my way back. This is the route this morning. They were sandblasting up there, pressure cleaning up there on top of the, I don't know what you call it, canal. Anyway, I thought I'd take a short video so I could look back myself and say how quickly the day went by. I don't know, I'm not really concerned so much with anything anymore. I'm just kind of like baffled about the situation because, since I've been back, let's see, tomorrow I think will be 2 weeks. So for 14 days, everyone's been kind. Everyone's been kind, everyone's been really nice and cool. So, yeah, except for one person. I had the money to give this person, and then, it didn't go very good at all. But only that one person. So, I'm going to go ahead and try to go here without getting run over. Screamed at. And that one person has lived here on this dike up here. It's called a dike. It's called Investor Dock Dike. 10 years ago, when I finally found out life is strange. Sitting over in the front of this corner of Investor Dock, hidden stories. Wow, not true. Storybooks, kind of like sound familiar to you? Anyway, this one person is the one that has been just completely cool, huh? I'm over here next to the dike. I'm over there across from that building in that second spot for the moment. July 6th. Okay, I stopped to roll a cigarette, and look what is coming down the canal visiting. Bike's up there. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. So 5 little ones. Huh?
Fledglings.
Okay. Yeah, you're safe. That's the way it works. Okay? What works? Life. Life will never stop. Never, ever. Can't be stopped. It can only be worked with. And respected. And honored. And flower growing out of the concrete. You don't put poison on this stuff around you and expect to be okay. It's Mother Nature. All of this. I mean, it's very simple. If you don't get it, then you don't get it. Simple as that. Sad.
comes the suspicious time warp on July 4th, 2015.
It says God said it. I believe it. That settles it.
Okay.
Here's the village, the little small village.
This isn't it. Let me go forward one. But this is a Dutch village outside of
It's a
Diamond.
Dutch marina. It's where the boats are on the other side. I remember coming through here. Nice, huh? See the boats? I remember coming through here knowing I was halfway back to Weesp. It's W-E-E-S-P. That's how you spell it. Okay. So I think I was... Let's see.
Okay, the clip showing up next is, like I said, it's some kind of time warp into the spiritual unknowing. And what I mean by that is that I was not aware of someone that I had known that had passed away, and I believe it was showing up in this other person coming up on the video. Here we go.
This girl in front of me is freaking out. I asked her where Base was. She said she doesn't know. She has a headache. And then she started screaming. Roba. I don't know what she's saying. I'll find out though. It's creepy. It's the spirits. So yeah, on the side over here is the canal, the little small canal.
Okay, I did not know, like I had said, about what had happened to this person that I had known that had passed away. And I had mentioned it on the video there that you just seen and heard about the spirits, because I believe that the spirits are able to go into people and say things or do things that other people around them are supposed to be getting. Supposed to be getting something. I mean, that's just how I see it. Or I should say feel it. It's a sensation. And even looking back now, because now I'm on the 2-year mark since this happened, and I could still sense it. And I'm not really quite sure what to make of it, because I'm in Holland. These are Dutch people, and I'm not sure what she's saying. So if there's anybody that could possibly know, or as it said, shed some light, please do so. So here's the rest of the video.
Off the drain off to the ocean. And on this side over here it is the other canal, smaller canal. They all drain to the same places, so it's all natural. And of course everything's growing. She was crying also.
Okay, so did you hear what she kept saying? When she was saying that, I was sensing what I was talking about. What I tried to divert or focus my attention on was the canals and the wetlands and how it's designed, and the benefits and so forth and all that, rhythm and rhyme. However, I was very, 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 very the feeling wasn't nervous, because I was on my way to Vasp to meet with some people that I haven't seen for 11 years. And I didn't even know if they were going to be there. They were not communicating with me whatsoever. I mean, they did, but not like you're supposed to. And here I was, already 7,000 miles into the journey, and I'm on a bicycle, and I have about, I think at this point it's like 3 miles left. And then this girl, all I did was ask her where VASP was, and she said she had a headache, and then she started screaming all out. So I remember these feelings and this sensation very well. And like I said, it's been 2 years. And I'm one of the ones that try to pay attention to what goes on around me instead of just looking one-sided. So if that doesn't make sense to you, just turn the video off and go do something else, because I'm not like that. I actually appreciate what's around me.
Okay, so July 4th, I made it to the area that I would always, this is the cross street, and I would cut through here, go behind this building, and up through central Amsterdam, which is not so nice.
So the girl showed up right after this.
All the way around the Amsterdam Central. So that's nice. It's kind of a break because cutting through all the canals and the streets is not so easy. So after this area over there, it goes to a park and then along a canal all the way to VASP. It's a big river actually. Goes to the south of Europe. Western Canal. Okay, on with the show, on with the parade.
Yeah.
Thank you. So much life. Don't fight. In this video for those people back in the States, so they can understand the plan. Okay?
Sideways.
July 4th, 2015.
Okay, they don't care, but anyway, the video's sideways there. Yeah, I'm really kind of like thinking something's about to really crack. Today's date is the 10th of July, 2017, and it was 2 years ago today that I was looking for a ride home, or I should say a ride to where my mother lived so I could attend a funeral tomorrow. And I could not get anyone to give me a taxi ride for less than $100 from Orlando to Zephyr Hills. And then finally someone did, and it was around this time. It's around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 10th of July 2017 that I was able to get someone to do it. I showed them on the map exactly where we were going. I gave them the address. And then off we went. And it was around 10:30, an hour from now. Then we got on the interstate because he had to get gas, and then I got something to drink, had to go to the bathroom. He made a couple phone calls, took care of some other stuff, so we were on the interstate just about 11 o'clock. And it takes about 2.5 hours to get here. And the closer that we got here, the more enraged this guy got. Meaning, when we were 10 miles away, he finally said, "No, this is too far. You didn't tell me this." And I kept saying, "Hey, I showed you on the map." And I started getting a little bit apprehensive, so I asked him for a business card. And I took my wallet out, and I got the business card from him, and I put it in my wallet. But I put my wallet in between my legs, because he kept getting, like huffy and puffy the closer that we got. And when we were like 5 miles away, he kept saying, no, this is not cool. This is not cool. You said this and all that. And I'm like, hey, dude, I showed you the address. We're just about there. Yeah, he had a GPS and the map and all that, going. He's seen where we were going. So when we're approximately 2 blocks, I would say it was about maybe 1,000 feet, 2,000 feet. Okay, there's 5,000 feet in a mile, so it wasn't a half a mile or a quarter of a mile. It was like 2/10 of a mile. He slams on his brakes. This is around 1:15 in the morning. He slams on his brakes. We're in a residential neighborhood. I mean, the address was, like I said, 2 blocks. Slams on his brakes, jumps out, opens the trunk, starts throwing all my luggage out the back into the ditch. So naturally, I get out as quick as I can to make sure he gets all of my belongings, because I already realized where we were at. But you guessed it, what I forgot to do is put my wallet back in my pocket. And when I got out, it fell on the side of the seat. It did not fall out of the cab. So needless to say, I could not believe what this guy was doing. And before I knew it, he was gone. He did a U-turn and took off. So I'm there at 1:15, 1:20 in the morning on July 11th, 2015. And I get all the luggage together and I roll down the road and go into the garage and get all my belongings in the corner and get everything, together. And then I noticed I didn't have my wallet. So I got a flashlight and I walked down there, and obviously I did not find my wallet. So that was not a very good experience. So when I got back to the garage or the shop or whatever you want to call it, it was just about 3 o'clock in the morning. And I called the guy up and he answered. And I said, hey, listen, I can overlook you getting upset, but I did show you on the map where I was supposed to go. I didn't call about that. I'm calling about my wallet in your car. And after he said he never drove that far and all this, I said, listen, I just need to know if you got my wallet because I need it back. So he puts me on hold for about 3 or 4 minutes and then gets back on the phone and says, yes, I have it, but I'm tired, I'm sleepy. I said, hey, so am I. I will call you in the morning and we can make arrangements of you sending me the wallet. I said, that would be a good thing to do. He agreed and he hung up the phone. I agreed. I hung up the phone and I went to sleep immediately. I was extremely exhausted. I mean, I just traveled, over 5,000 miles. So, within 5 hours, I woke up because the funeral was that day on the 11th. And if you want to know what happened after that, then you can ask, because I'm just going to keep moving on with this storybook show. It's July 4th. Siberia.
Hey, on the day.
Electric Avenue.
Verify location. Good evening. Tonight has been a wonderful experiment of human contact. A symbiotic relationship between man and machine and you. The human brain is capable of millions of connections. Each one is a memory, an event. Tonight shall be remembered not by one, but by thousands of these relationships. As you leave here tonight, close your eyes and travel back to here, now. And always remember that this was one moment. You were not alone. And you found something that thousands of others had felt. And it was love. Love. And it was love.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Connection is perhaps the most cherished thing any being can have. That's the thing. That's why we've been listening. The place you see here is a scrapbook of sorts, a collection of memories and mementos of mankind's brief existence.
You gotta remember the good things and cherish the memories and go on life, but don't stop.
You only have to remember that what you've done in your life may change what someone else is doing in their life. And so therefore your life continues in their lives.
It's a good thing we found you. We look forward to meeting you, Lee.